Hello, my name's Keith, and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to be teaching you all about the dark side of manifestation. This sucks, because, let's just say it sucks. It sucks. And I've been using myself as a human guinea pig. I call myself a human guinea pig all the time. But how can I just made a video about it yesterday, and yes, I'm passionate about it. I just made a video about it yesterday. How can I teach you guys something? And yes, I'm very passionate about this. How can I teach you guys something that I haven't gone through myself? How? Yeah, and why am I like this? It's because the angels have me do it. Well, most importantly, the Lord and his beautiful angels have me going through stuff to make sure you guys go through it too. So basically, and seeing nothing but new levels of success, I'm able to help you guys get there too. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you exactly what's going on. So I use affirmations, of course, and the affirmations I teach the people who have custom necklaces from me. So you have to get a custom necklace for me to teach you my personal affirmations. Florida Stone Man's personal affirmations, yeah, you get mine. You literally get my successful affirmations that help me reach a very high level of success. So now I'm gonna teach you guys, because I added a whole new list. And yes, I'm amped, because this energy comes up from just out of nowhere, because when you do affirmations, you'll see just surges of energy, then sleepy, and you sleep, you wake up, and you're like, surges of energy, what's going on? It's because affirmations have a dark side to them. It's not necessarily a dark side. It's a side to affirmations that you don't know that is there. So affirmations will literally do things to you, and you think that your affirmations are going wrong. So I have to tell you guys right now. Yeah, I'm excited. I have 15 minutes to tell you guys everything about the secrets of the dark side of the affirmations, and I'm going to talk to you right about it right now. My angel said slow down, but I'm speeding up, so I'm gonna slow down a little bit. So, okay, let's talk about this, because I'm excited. Whoa! So, basically, when it comes to affirmations, you have to know there's past, present, future. And I'm gonna break this up into a new way that I've never explained before. So, there's past, present, and future. So, you're in a present. Let's just say if there's something about your life that you want to change. For example, like, I'm gonna use some examples. So basically, if there's something in your life you want to change, for example, let's just say you're dating someone and you're like, you want to take it to the next level. So if you focus too much on the affirmation, like, oh, I'm happily married to the person I'm dating and they proposed to me, etc. So depends if you're male, woman, etc. Male, female, etc. Whatever your relationship is. Anyone can propose to anyone in this day and age, because it's 2025, 2026, whatever. But let's get, yes, 2026, because we're living in the future at the same time, as well as the present. So basically, the secrets of this video and the information is that you're basically, when you're in the present right now, and you say something about the future, you're going to be wanting a little bit. You're going to want a little bit when your affirmation is said. Of course, you're going to feel it and be a part of the affirmation, but you still want the affirmation to come true, and want actually hurts. It kills your manifestations, affirmations, etc. So I recommend you guys say them 3 times a day. And for the people who have a custom necklace from Florida Stone Man, they actually know what I'm talking about, because it's a very specific affirmation plan for the people who ask. For the people who have the necklaces for more than a month, then they start experiencing affirmations. And let's just say the first 3 weeks should be about, when you get a custom necklace from Florida Stone Man, should be about detox, getting everything bad out. After that, once you reach a new level of comfort or a new level of change, and like, well, I didn't know life could be this good, then you challenge yourself more, because you don't just stay at when you beat a boss level in a video game, then you want to upgrade. You really want to upgrade. So after you upgrade that affirmation, you're gonna see some chaos. Of course you're gonna see some chaos, unless you're at where you want. For example, let's just say you don't want to be rich and wealthy, you like exactly where you're at. And for the people who I know who do extremely well as well, for example, one person's YouTube channel you can check out is Robert Zink, because he does extremely well, but he still does affirmations, because you have to keep affirming that where you're at right now to the mechanism of the universe. So God will help you. The universe is not God, the universe is a fishbowl. I talked about in several videos. So basically, you have to know that your affirmations are partially wanting, so you should actually say them about 3 times a day. So you can say them 3 times a day, but if you're saying an affirmation every hour, like I suggested in my method from before, then make sure it's a current present tense affirmation. For example, I am feeling so happy. I am feeling so happy. I am feeling so happy. So it's not too far away in the future that you can feel happy. You can feel happy in 1 second, the next second you don't feel happy. So keep a present tense affirmation that you spam all throughout the day, and then a really future tense version that you actually you forget about throughout the day, and you're spamming it 3 times a day versus all day long. So for example, you can say anything, but just this is the best affirmation. Everything is too easy. 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 So your brain will constantly look for little tiny things here and there. And he said, Michael said, you're talking too fast. Okay. So basically, and I'm having large downloads I'm having large downloads at once. So basically, I'm trying to get all the information out, but I'll try to slow down as well because I'm excited. So basically, a little here, a little there, a little here, a little there, a little here, a little there, and then basically your own brain will try to prove to you the little tiny things. So when you say spam the affirmations such as "I'm rich" and "I'm wealthy" all throughout the day, it can work, but it takes a little bit longer or a lot longer, depending on how wanting you are. And I find a lot of people are wanting. So when you're saying wanting affirmations, you have to understand that if you're putting out the frequency of want when you said something, it can kind of take a little bit longer. It's still going to happen. It just takes a little bit longer. Now, this is the number one affirmation you can spam throughout the day. Whatever you're doing, just call it easy. If you play video games all day and night, say this is too easy. This is too easy. If you don't believe it's easy, if you don't believe the video game's easy, then just say it's too easy. So now I just gave you two things you can do: affirmation 3 times a day and a spam affirmation. So there's a pattern: spam and spam all throughout the day, or not, or you can do or as well, but you see 3 times a day, or just that, or you can spam it all throughout the day. It depends on how much you forget. Depends on how much things bother you. Just say everything's easy. Everything's easy. Everything is easy. Everything I do is easy. Everything I do is easy. And if you're not feeling happy, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. Just spam I'm happy. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I actually pulled someone to the side the other day, and he didn't want to hear it. He didn't want to hear it, but I just basically blocked him from where he was going. I just this is kind of funny because he's young, and he told me I'm Florida store, and I walk up to him, or walk past him, and I say, hey, how are you? And he says, I'm horrible. And I grabbed him. I grabbed him like, hey, chill out with that. And he's like, he rolled his eyes at me. I'm like, no, you're gonna see. I'm gonna make you're gonna listen to my lesson. I said, basically, because he's a person who's very, very close to God. And I say, if you want to be extra close to God, you have to change your words. Say, I'm doing spectacular. I'm doing wonderful. And I kind of embarrassed him a little bit, but I didn't mean to embarrass him. I was just like, I just didn't let him go where he was going. I'm like, you're gonna learn, and you're just gonna at least have the information. So it actually changed the way he speaks, and so he's a lot more positive now. So no one needs to know you're doing horrible unless they can actually help them, which actually helped them. And that when he's talking to regular people throughout the day, everyone's gonna actually know to actually help him. Okay, so let's talk about the other dark side of affirmations. This is actually the biggest part of where I want to get to in this video. So I'm gonna talk about this right now before I forget. It's at 15 minutes, and I'm getting all the information in now. I do realize that YouTube has a slow down button, so if you can actually rewind it and then just slow it down so it plays a little bit slower, because I'm getting downloads as I speak and all the angels are talking, so I'm trying to repeat what they're saying. And Michael says I'm talking fast, one angel's talking as fast as I am, the other angel is laughing, and okay, so next, this is the biggest part of this video. So basically, 3 months after you do affirmations, 3 and 7, you will see your affirmations start coming to life, and it gets comfortable. But that's where people lack. That's where people like to step up. Okay, people think like this. Like, okay, I can see, I'm seeing it come true. Now I can stop. Thank you, God. And they'll just stop their affirmations. Doesn't work like that. Because then your other reality that you don't want to be in, it starts getting affirmed. It starts getting affirmed. You're like, what happened? It's like, did the affirmations stop working? Oh, you have to do them every single day. Don't just do them when you need them. Do them all the time. That's why you see people who are law of attraction coaches, who are actually multi-millionaires, like ones who are on the verge of becoming billionaires, you see them doing very, very well. You see them doing very, very well, and they actually affirm it. So they wake up and they affirm affirmations. They do it because they know you have to keep affirming it. So you never stop affirming it. It's a lifestyle. Law of attraction is a lifestyle. So the Lord wants us to create something. You create with your words. You literally draw out your reality. You can draw out your whole reality with your entire word. So next, this is the most important point. Your affirmations have a dark side to them. So 3 days, the first night after you do your affirmations, you'll feel a little strange, but you'll have a feeling like, I really like this. This is pretty cool. I'd like to do this more often than I actually want to. And 3 days will go by, and then you'll feel like you're being spiritually attacked. This is really important. You will feel full-fledged attacked. You will have nightmares. And people like, well, I don't want to do that. Then stay where you're at. If you don't want to advance, if you don't want to heal, you don't want to become prosperous, you don't want to become wealthy, you don't want to move closer to God, you have to move yourself out of your inner shadows, because your shadows become a part of you in the afterlife. That's why when people go to the underworld, and yes, the underworld, their shadows are something that you've never gotten out. So when people go to Sheol and Tartarus, which I'll talk more about Sheol and Tartarus in the future videos, their souls consist mainly of shadows. The reason they're there is because they never truly did shadow work, like ever. So their own shadows basically goes to the columns of the earth. So their shadows are made physically manifest. I can't talk too much about that right now. In the future I can. So onto my topic. you're gonna feel pain like no one's ever experienced. And this kind of pain, like, you'll be questioning things. Like, you want to cut people off. Sometimes, so some of you will question your relationship with God and like, God, why am I feeling this much pain after I did the affirmations? It's like, because you did affirmations, for example, you did new affirmations, and you're feeling like just the worst you've ever felt in your life. And you're like, you'll ask God, it's basically, God, I put out something positive. Why am I being attacked? What is this? And then all your angels will just look at you and just be like, oh, you're fine, it's fine. Like, it's not fine. It's just like, you'll feel like you've gone through complete hell, and like, you won't feel very helped, and you'll just be like, this sucks. What's going on? It's like, is someone spiritually attacked? And the thing is, no one ever spiritually can attack you when you get a back totally necklace from Florida Stoneman or a custom necklace from Florida Stoneman. So, and people are like, what's going on? Like, for real, what's going on? Like, you feel, maybe you've isolated, you're not talking to anyone, and the worst pain you've ever felt in your whole life is happening. It's just like, what's happening? It's like, things are getting worse before they're getting better, and you're just like, why is this happening to me? Where is this coming from? And you'll say, Lord, help me, please. And you won't feel help because he's actually helping you by letting it get out. So it's kind of like, and it's not fun, because that is the help, is all this pain. The most pain you've ever felt will leave. It'll leave. It'll come at nighttime when you're about to go to sleep and when you're relaxed. And all these dark, horrible, tragic, horrific, mean thoughts, you'll feel insulting thoughts. You'll hear things that come into your head that no one's speaking but your lower self, because your lower self is getting rebuked. To the Most High God, it's getting rebuked. In Jesus' name, your lower self is getting rebuked, but you didn't even know it. So this is why I've caught on to this. So when I put people on affirmations, a couple of days to a week, it's usually a couple of days because I try to suppress it, but you're not supposed to suppress it. You're supposed to let it get up, out, and it goes away. So that's the thing. So let it come out. So basically, sit there and just do nothing about it. Unfortunately, just do nothing about it. You can, most importantly, talk to God and vent, etc., but you can't really do much about it. It's just going to feel painful. You're just going to be in pain. You're just going to be in pain, but it's not a pain that's going in, it's a pain that's going out. So let's just say, when you have a sword in your chest and you pull it out and it has barbs on it, it's like, ah, ah, ah. And you're like, ah, the more you pull it, ah. It's like those movies when people have to bite down on a plank of wood. It's like, ah. You ever see those movies that, bite down on a plank of wood and remove the blood? Yeah. But if you keep it there, you're just gonna be, you won't probably feel it until you move around, or you'll feel it when it's too late, when it's like El Muerto. So basically, you guys actually should have to you guys should put yourselves together and do the affirmations, because all this pain is like, why would I ever want to go through that? It's because if you don't go through it now, you'll go through it involuntarily. So let's just say you're in a relationship, and these shadows will pop up, but not all at once. It'll be over the course of a couple of years of your relationship that they just pop up. Versus, you do these affirmations now, and you go throughout your relationship, you felt the most pain you've ever felt in your whole life, and now you're living nothing but everything's easy. So, and how long does this last? 3 months? If you're doing the same affirmations over and over, don't add new affirmations unless, be very careful when adding new affirmations, because I added a whole list of new affirmations, and it takes me a long time to say them, because I really go into it. And then I noticed some wild feelings and stuff, and like memories from past lives popping up. I'm like, what the? And then the people who I put on these affirmations as well, basically they started saying them too, and they're very positive affirmations. Like, for example, I am healthy. I'm a light being, full of light and goodness and wonder and joy and happiness and peace and truth and love and light. And you do an affirmation like that, and now you start feeling dark thoughts, for example, and it's like, what the? It has nothing to do with affirmations, but everything that's the opposite of your affirmations being ripped out because you were your own worst enemy. It's like you're fighting yourself. It's like, let's just say you got thrown into a random box and you see another version of you. This is an awesome example. So you see another version of you, and it's just like, whoever wins is now the new version of you. So it's the new version of you, and it's the other version of you, and you guys have no tools to fight each other. So you're literally fighting each other to the death with fists, and like, it's just like, you're literally dueling for your life in the astral realm with your fists. It's like, okay, old version versus new version, and it's gonna be and that's why you have to ask God for help. It's because he'll actually arm you a little bit. He'll be like, okay, let's just give this person some extra fists or brass knuckles or something like that. So that's the thing. If you're fighting against yourself, and it sucks because it's a long fight, you'll fight to the morning. So when you do new affirmations, this will happen for 3 months. This is the dark side of affirmations. And it feels like you're being spiritually attacked. It feels like something's happening. It's just like, it's the worst pain in your entire life, but that is how you live your new life. That was the pain that was stopping you. It's because you'd have drawn the pain out over the course of years. 45 years can go by and you don't do shadow work once. That means you're just living in your shadows versus ripping them out. You're literally putting an old version of yourself against a new version of yourself. You have to fight. And yeah, you fist fight. It's a full-fledged fist fight, and it's not fun. So That's a thing. Make sure you ask God for help. Expect it to not be fun. But what happens? What's the reward? You live a life that is just too easy, and it's fun, and it's fruitful. You're seeing new prosperity. You're seeing new levels of beauty. You're seeing that, for example, if you've been looking for a soulmate and you're finally doing all the soulmate affirmations for 3 to 7 months straight, and you finally complete them at 7 months in, and you're not going to give them up just because you see your soulmate come in. But then you're like, your soulmate actually came into your life, and you're like, I didn't know that it's actually possible, and they're actually staying with me. So, or same thing with like, when you get upgraded financially, it's just like, is this forever? Yeah, it's forever, but you still have to keep fighting the shadows. So that's the thing. You'll see, especially when you wear a Florida Stoneman custom gemstone necklace. Go to floridastoneman.com and purchase a custom gemstone necklace, because I teach my programs to people who have the actual gemstone necklace for me. And yeah, it's because most people's problems is simply spirits or demons around them. But when you get the custom necklace is when you don't worry about that, and you actually get to focus on yourself. And every single person who has a custom necklace for me has seen a new level of life for themselves, to the point where they're just like, why hasn't this been around before? I didn't know life could be this good. Yeah, because it rips shadows out, and it helps you become a version of you that flourishes. You flourish with the custom necklace through the Most High God. So go to floridastoneman.com, and then you can DM Florida Stoneman afterwards. Ask your questions in the comment section. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao!